We also train aspirants for data visualization with Power BI and Tableau. We have domain specific courses as well on banking, finance, healthcare, and insurance. All right. So let me introduce you to all to today's speaker as well, Mr. Priyank Aneja. So Priyank is a highly analytical and process-oriented data analyst with over 13 years of experience in business intelligence, BI solution architect, data analyst, quality and database administration. Currently, he is associated with Capgemini Technology as a team manager. So I would request Priyank to begin the session now. Thanks everyone and good luck.
Thanks, Brijesh sir, for introducing me, and welcome everyone to this webinar organized by Techcanvass. So today in this session, I'll be giving you an overview of business intelligence and data visualization tool. So without further delay, let's get started. Without data, you are just another person with an opinion. Does it sound any bell? Now, I'm not talking about something beyond business intelligence. That is just a catchy phrase for me to introduce you all to a very powerful and emerging technology called business intelligence. This phrase was said by Mr. William Edward Deming. He was an American engineer, statistician, professor, author, and management consultant. Have you heard about Nick Smith? So Nick is leading a BI solution and marketing team for Microsoft. He described business intelligence as BI is about providing the right data at the right time to the right people so that they can take right business decisions. Now let's understand this with the help of an example so that the base is set for today's session. Let's say that I'm having a business proposal that I want to showcase to my management. And I got to know that one of my colleagues also prepared one business proposal as well. I created a presentation with overview, goals, specification, and milestone, etc. to explain my business proposal. And he also prepared the proposal in the similar way, but added few facts and stats to support his proposal, like cost involved, risk involved, profit ratio for next 3 years, one alternative approach, and respective details of the same. What do you think whose proposal is liked by the management? Of course, my colleagues, because he had put a lot of stats and supported data with his proposal. Management can easily understand his proposal with the help of supported data, which was missing in my proposal. Now, when we get some information about BI, let's understand it in more details. So what is business intelligence? BI is the process and tools that converts data into meaningful information. It is a technology for gathering, storing, and analyzing data to take better decisions. It is an enterprise-wide platform that supports reporting and analysis. When we say enterprise-wise, that means it is not meant for a set of people. It can be used by whole enterprise. BI leads to single version of truth. That means the moment all the data flows into one single platform, entire organization will refer to that platform, and management need not to go to any other tool to access their data. It helps making useful actionable insights from the stored data. The data which was stored into the BI tool contains historic data as well, as BI tool uses OLAP engine for analysis purpose, and that data is used to make actionable insights. Now, when we know what is BI, we need to understand the why aspect of it. But before that, I would like to share a small case study with you all so that you can, with the help of that, you can easily relate to the upcoming topics. The case study is about a mobile giant. We all have heard about a mobile company, and very much possible that we have used its products as well. We all have heard about Nokia. Nokia had captured the Indian phone market in early 2000 and were at its peak by 2007 and 2008. For over 1 decade, Nokia was holding the major share in Indian market. But all of a sudden, within a span of 4 to 5 years, it starts vanishing from the market and lost number one position today. What were the reasons that the company holding the major share in the market is no longer right now, at its very peak? Its competitors took its place within a span of small span of time. The reason could be they were not able to recognize the changing trend in the market, number one. Number two, they were not able to understand the customer preferences, which is very, very important. Number three, they were not able to provide new features to their customers. Number four, they use some technologies over the years. And even though the customers were willing to spend more due to change in Indian GDP, they failed to deliver value add to their customers. They were unable to foresee the evaluation of Indian phone market. And on the other hand, its competitors started investing in the technologies and come up with the new models and features, which was liked by the customers, and rest is history. Now question comes, why they fail? It could be that they fail to evaluate the points which we just discussed, or they do not have the capability to cater up the upcoming requirements which they might realize when the time was already passed. Now let's discuss how business intelligence helps us in this and why we should use BI. The moment BI tool is set up in an organization, all the data from different sources flows into it and can be easily accessed. When we have entire data set, search and exploration becomes easy. We need not to view different sources. Business intelligence allows access to the data from various sources like laptops, mobile, tablets, 24/7 on the go. It is cost effective. Now, you might be thinking setting up a business intelligence platform enterprise level is a costly affair. So how can it be cost effective? As I mentioned earlier, more the people will use, the more profitable it will be for that team and eventually for that organization. So let's understand this with the help of an example. Let's say one of my teammate prepares a report on a weekly basis for our weekly meetings, and he spends somewhere around 8 hours a week in gathering and consolidating the data and preparing the final output of the report. So he's spending somewhere around 32 hours a month, 4 into 8, like that. And that in corporate, generally we consider 8 hours as a day, one single day. So in a month, he's spending 4 days. And in an entire year, 48 days he's spending on that particular report. Now assume that we set up a BI tool, and with the help of this tool, he is able to generate the report in 2 hours. So he's eventually spending 8 hours in a month, which is equivalent to 1 day a month, and in an entire year, 12 days he's spending. Now what are we left with? We are left with, if we compare both the approaches, earlier we were spending 48 days and now 12 days. So what are we left with? 36 days of manpower profit. Now assume how much manpower we can save when hundreds of people start using the BI tool in the organization. It's a simple math, anyone can do that, right? So having said that, it comes with a lot of APIs which help us to integrate with almost all the data sources and applications. Business intelligence tools has the capabilities to generate report and monitor them at a real time. It gives consolidated clear overview, helps take business decisions, and easy monitoring of the performance. Now let's discuss the characteristics of business intelligence, and let us relate all the characteristics with the Nokia example which I just gave. So let's say Nokia was using the BI tool and the entire data was flowing into it, which eventually becomes a single point of access for the whole organization. Now that the tool becomes my single point of information, be it my sales, revenue, cost incurred, performance of resources, customer preferences, etc., anything which I wanted to see, I can go to that very tool and access the information. The moment my data shows decline in the mobile sales, my revenue goes down, and I will see the performance of my resources, whether there is an issue because of which the sales are going down, number one, or I will look at into the customer preferences and feedback to know if there is any change in their demands. Now, when I found that the customer preferences are changing during the time, they demand more features in the mobile and are looking for new models. I will sit with my strategic team and technical team, sales team to prepare my strategies for future well in advance. So we can easily identify the problem statement. I foresee that there is some changes which the customer is looking for. I come up with some alternatives. It could be like providing new features in the existing range of mobile phones, launching the new models, or providing better configuration mobiles which they are looking for. So now it helps me in coming up with the alternatives as well. Now, when I got the alternative approaches available, I will start working on the one which is least risky and which my team can deliver quickly, which is launching the new features in the existing range of mobile phones. And parallelly, I will start working on the other alternatives as well. So making a choice becomes easy for me here. So all that is because of business intelligence tools which we have deployed. Now, when I have the timely answers to my business questions, I am able to sustain the market position and goodwill of my product lines. By using business intelligence in all the organization department, I can keep a close eye on the performance of my business and resource performance. Now, before we proceed further, I would like to show you how the end result or the dashboard look like in BI tool. How we can analyze the data visually, how we can make out the trends and patterns from our data, right? So by viewing a live product, you all can easily relate to it and understand the upcoming concepts very easily. Let me give you some background about it. So in India, cricket is treated as a religion, and we all love this sport and will be easily relate to it, right? And in the pandemic situation, in the pandemic time, when almost everything was on hold, after around 6 to 7 months, IPL started, and we all were very excited, though the matches were not played in India. It was hosted outside India. But I would like to show you a dashboard on IPL stats and analysis. Okay, so that dashboard has a somewhere around 8 slides, including this uh, home page. So let's quickly see. So first slide shows me the season wise analysis of all the teams. So if you can see, we have the data from 2008 till 2016, and whatever you wanted to see, or any season you wanted to see, you can just click and the data will refresh as per that, right? So here I can see all the matches played, the results, the venue list is here. I can even check my data as per the venues. Okay, or who are the man of the matches, player of the matches, how many number of times the player became the man of the match, kind of a thing. So all that information is available here, right? The second slide gives me a team wise insight. If you can click on any logo of the team here at the top, and the stats will refresh as per that. Let's say Mumbai Indians, so they have 80 total wins, and the total runs they have scored, these many wickets, these are the partnership, favorite venue, most valuable players, and all, everything, all the analysis you can see here, right? The next slide shows you the best batsman wise insights, number of 50s or centuries a batsman has scored, how he got out of to the bowler. Okay, so you can all see here. You can also choose whosoever you wanted to see. So let's say, so Virat Kohli, if you want to analyze his stats, so these are his stats. So all that analysis you can do here, and the data will reflect as per that. The next slide will show you the bowling stats of all the players. You can choose all the players you want, whichever you wanted to see and analyze his data, and it will tell you how he has done, what is the economy, strike rate, how kind of a dismissal he has taken, or number of batsmen, the toughest batsman who has scored against him, pretty much, and how many batsmen, or who how he has performed across the teams. All that information you can see from here. The next slide will show you the team wise analysis here. So you can compare team wise, different teams here, their top batsmen, top bowlers, how many matches they have won, the fielders. You can easily, or maybe you can restrict your uh, filters as well. As per that, the stats will change like that. The next slide will show you the player wise analysis. So I'm just comparing 4 players here, how many matches they have played, runs scored, average, strike rate, economy, wickets taken, bowling average, everything you can see here. And my last slide shows you the top performers of the overall. So these are my top performers. You can flip. So I've shown you here as a card wise. You can click and it will change, and if someone click, you can get the more details about that player, right? So that's how the dashboard looks like in general. And these reports are not only useful for the cricket lovers, but also plays a vital role when the management of different teams goes for players auction. They prepare a similar strategies with the similar sort of analysis, right? And do in the auction they choose the respective player as who is going well with their strategies and all, right? All that. Now let's coming back to our presentation. Let's see the key stages of the business intelligence. So we should be aware about the data source available in the organization from where the data will come from. We should be aware, we should know which data needs for analysis purpose and needs to be pushed into the BI tool. Now when we have pushed the data into the BI tool, we can be aware about the as is situation of our business by analyzing that data, and also come up with the to be situation, that after 1 year our business needs to be at this place. Now once we make ourselves aware about what we need to achieve, we can prepare the strategies to achieve our goal. and which approach we should take depends on the risk involved into it. So whichever approach is least risky and give us more profit, we should go for that. This is how business intelligence helps us in taking a right business decision, because all the decisions which we are taking were supported by data. Now let's look at the business intelligence involve 5 stages. So let us discuss them one by one. So first stage is data. We should be aware about which data needs to be loaded into BI tool, where the data will come from, and the database should be configured using OLAP engine, as this is required for multi-dimensional data model and analysis purpose. Second stage is ETL, which is a main stage of any BI tool. Here we extract the data from the data source and store the data in warehouse. We also perform complex calculations and modification on the data in this very stage. Third stage is data warehousing. It is used to store the historic data for analysis and reporting purpose. It should provide information around a subject that can be a product or customer, sales, revenue, etc. The data should not be erased from the data warehouse. Stage 4 is Analytical Engine. It is the backbone of any BI tool. It is used to analyze data to come up with trends, outliers, and patterns. It helps transform the data into information. The last layer is called as presentation layer, and this is where the end user interacts with the BI tool. Rest all the 4 stages work at a backend. As we have already seen in the report earlier, presentation layer consists reports, dashboards. It helps us to understand patterns and outliers from the data, identifying problem, helps us in root cause analysis, and are available for accessing 24/7. Now, since I've already shown you the end product of business intelligence tool, you are already got to know about the data visualization. But still, I would like to give you a slight overview of what exactly the data visualization are. So it is known as a graphical representation of information with the help of the element like charts, graphs, maps, etc. And it is an easy way to aggregate the huge amount of data and present it in graphically to understand that data easily and in less time. Excuse me. Some of the common visual elements are listed here and how they are looking. It's just for an example sake. Now, why do we need to use data visualization and why it is very, very important for us? So it helps us to identify hidden patterns from the data, get customer insight out of the data. It helps us in prediction, identify trends, and help us make decisions. It is a quick and easy way to convey message in universal manner. So let us understand this with the help of an example. So let's say a retailer wants to compare his previous year's sales of jackets and t-shirts, and there are multiple ways to present that data. The most common one is visible on the screen, that is in a tabular way. But it is very difficult for anyone to make out of anything from this data, right? So let's plot this data in some let's say a line chart or in a visual element, let's say in a line chart, and see how it looks. Now anyone can make out that the sales of t-shirt are constant throughout the year, and however the sales of jackets are more seasonal and were at its peak in December and January, right? That's the power of data visualization, visual elements. So in today, there are a lot of tools available in the market which offers data visualization capabilities. So here are top 15 tools And in this webinar, we are going to introduce to you all with a very powerful and emerging tool called business intelligence. Power BI, I'm sorry. So Power BI is an Microsoft product. It provides interactive visualization with the capability of self-service business intelligence. Self-service business intelligence allows end user to create report using drop and drag and drop options without depending on any expert. Power BI comes with two packages: Power BI Service, which is a cloud-based service, and Power BI Desktop. The dashboard which I showed you earlier was created in Power BI so that you can easily relate to how the end product will look like using Power BI. These BI tools are very much in demand in all the domains like retail, finance, IT, research, sports, medical, operation, etc. You name it, and any of the domain are using it big time. Let's see the features of business Power BI. It comes with a wide range of visualizations. It allows user to connect from wide range of data sources. There are over 120 APIs in Power BI, and it allows to connect cloud-based, on-premise, structured and non-structured data source as well. Navigation is very easy in Power BI. It offers different types of filters which users can use as per their requirements. Drill down and drill up option is also possible here. It offers to create customizable dashboards, and dashboards can contain one or more tiles. Users can also create detailed reports here. These reports can be shared with other users within the organization as well as outside the organization. DAX function, data analysis expression, can also be used in Power BI, which allows us to apply business logics in Power BI. Q&A. Q&A is one of the most famous and important feature Power BI has to offer. User can ask question about the data in natural language, and Power BI shows the result in a graphical way. For example, if user writes, show me the top 5 sold product, Power BI comes with a graph and shows the highest sold products. Right? User can automatically launch Office 365 apps. It also allows to integrate with different applications as well. So why business intelligence? Why should we use business intelligence, or why do we need to learn business intelligence? So number one, it's a very lucrative and skill and creates enormous career opportunities for the users. There is rising requirement for such a niche skill such as business intelligence in today's world. Expertise in this skill will open opportunities such as business analyst, data specialist, data scientist, etc. Professionals with business intelligence tools, understanding, and skills are high in demand. So what are the key highlights of our program? Our program helps participants develop the mindset and understanding of the technology. It helps them building expertise in analyzing data so that they can identify problem statements and ask right questions at the right time. Using the case studies and assignments which the program will offer, they can develop understanding of various domains like insurance, operations, finance, telecom, and banking, etc. Our unique set of curriculums sets us apart from different institutes. We offer online lectures, live projects, case studies by professionals. Our innovative program is designed for both graduates and working professionals. With business intelligence becoming a top priority nowadays, it opens better job prospects for the participants. Now, how the participants will learn the skill? So participant will learn using interactive online sessions. High quality recorded session will be made available to them. The case studies, mini projects, assignments will be part of the program. Participants can test their knowledge with online quizzes. They can get hands-on experience with the assignments and case studies. With this, we come to an end of the session. So I open the forum for question and answers. If anyone wants to, ask anything, feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer their queries.
Hello, Bharti this side. Can you tell me the difference between data visualization and business intelligence? Thank you.
Hello, Bharti. So data visualization and business intelligence, it's basically business intelligence. Data visualization is a part of business intelligence. So all those tools which we talk or which we use in business intelligence comes with a data visualization aspect of it. So when we use any tool, any business intelligence tools, the main power of it is they can comprise data. We can push a lot of data into it, and that huge data we can analyze with the help of all those visual elements which business intelligence tools are offering. Okay, so like I showed you a Power BI dashboard. It is a business intelligence tool and with the capability of data visual elements. So Power BI offers inbuilt data visual elements. Apart from that, they offer us to import a lot of other visual elements from marketplace, which anyone can download as per their requirement from the marketplace, which is a website that host all those visual elements, and that are Microsoft and Power BI certified visual elements. So using visual elements, it helps us analyze huge amount of data in a simple single graph. With that, it is very much easy for us to analyze and get the insights from the data.
Right. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi, Priyank. This is Raghu here.
Hello, Raghu.
Hi. Just got a question on about this course. You were talking about the ETL, extract, transform, and load, and the data warehousing as part of this course, right? That's what I understand.
Right.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Somebody else is also talking about this. Okay.
Rest, please all go on mute.
Okay. So, are you going to go in detail in this course on the ETL and how the ETL is done and using some free tools, or it is going to be only theoretical? This is number one. Number two, same thing on the data warehousing. Is it going to be, we are going to use what kind of a database that we are going to use, or are we going to use the tools like the Python and R and other things at a high level or at a low level? So how detailed or how short the course is?
Okay, very good question, Raghu. So let me answer your first question first. So yes, our program or our course will have all the detailed information, and all it will explain you all the basics of ETL, how the data needs to be pulled from let's say Excel or any database, and how the data needs to be transformed, because it is very much possible that it is coming from different sources, and the structure of the data will not match with each other, right? So all that ETL part and the transformation of that data, to come up with a sanitized set of data that needs to be pushed into the BI tool. All that detailed information, all with the step-by-step theoretical plus with the help of an assignments, so that the participant will get the hands-on to all those queries and understand all the aspect of ETL part will be covered in this program. Now coming back to your second question, which is data warehousing. So data warehousing and data modeling is a very essential part of this business intelligence course. And yes, again, in this course, we will be covering all the aspect of data warehousing and data modeling, because without this kind of a knowledge and understanding, a candidate cannot be become a complete package. These parts and these areas are very much required to become a good analyst and to become a good business intelligence developer. Okay, so all these parts will be in detail will be covered with the theoretical as well as with the help of assignments in our course.
Fine. So to summarize, I'm assuming that the ETL, at least the free tools, will be used hands-on. It's not just the theory, and also the data modeling will be used. You'll be using some tools on the data modeling to structure the data as well on DWO, right? Can I assume that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
So as I mentioned that as I showed you Power BI tool, so this business intelligence tools, all that comprise so all the layers which we just discussed, all the stages of those 5 stages which we discuss of business intelligence, all that 5 stages are there in the business intelligence tools. So like in Power BI, the ETL part will also be used in the same business intelligence tool. Apart from that, the data modeling and data warehousing part as well, because in general business intelligence tools holds the data within memory. Okay,
Yeah,
it's a
in memory.
portable
Yeah.
tool. Yeah, so these are in memory tools. So all those aspects you will be using, you will be doing within those tool itself, and that is practical as well as theoretical both.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hey, this is Ashna. So I want to ask, like, how many projects we are allowed here to do it with this both of the classes, like BI and data warehouse?
Okay, so Achna, in our course, it is divided into 4 major modules, and all those modules covers different topics. And at the end of each module, there are few assignments we are giving for the participants to complete, which comprise both theoretical as well as practical. More into practical side, because that is what is required to do for a participant to do in a day-to-day job. That is what even the organization will expect. So yes, every module comprise all the topics. Apart from that, there is an case studies made available, which is a complete you can say a tool or a dashboard, how needs to be come up with, how it needs to be packaged. Okay, which in general we are using in our corporate lives as well. So all that will be covered in this. Apart from that, all that modules and assignments the participants need to submit during their program journey.
Yes, but when at the end of the day, like when we are going in the market, they want like what kind of the projects you have, what kind of the hands-on activity you have. So how
Correct.
can we implement on that? And how can
Okay,
we
so
approach that also? Because with the course, yes, we do the assignments, but at the end of the day, when you create a resume, they want what kind of the project you are working, how you are working. So in that, what we can do.
okay, so towards the end of the module, as I mentioned, we are having a case study, which is a 5th module, you can say, which comprise the complete project. It is on the retail store. It's a chain of retail store, and all the analysis and what kind of a prerequisite when you need to do or when you need to start a project, a business intelligence developer require, all sort of business requirements it needs to gather, all sort of things we explain here. And we expect from the candidates as well to come up with a similar understanding and prepare a business project as well at the end of this session. But yes, apart from that, there is no limit. If let's say Power BI has a huge community, you can go there. There are lots of free dashboards and projects available. Participants can go there, check on those aspects, and we are there to guide them how the hands-on they can do. There are lots of data is also available on the website which they can use to prepare their projects.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Hi, Natasha this side. Can I ask a question?
Yes, please, Natasha.
Yeah, so basically, I'm working as a business analyst with a bank in the US, and my profile is reporting and business intelligence. Currently, my team is moving from Tableau to Power BI, but my experience and the team experience is that Tableau was much better and faster. So, my question is in the future state, which BI tools will be useful for the company as well as personally for learning and using as well? Thank you.
Okay. So thanks, Natasha, for this question. Right now, there are lots of tools available in the market, and Tableau and Power BI are one of the top tools. Okay. In general, when we say organization level, so Tableau is little expensive and Power BI is very, very cost effective. So the license, if you wanted to use, it comes with a hardly a $10 per user. Moreover, Power BI offers you a trial version which you can install on your laptop or desktop, which is available for 90 days. Moreover that, you can also publish your dashboards within Power BI. Okay. So yes, in expertise wise, there is nothing much difference when we talk about we talk about Power BI and Tableau, because they both are business intelligence tools. And yes, every business intelligence tools comes up with their own features and technology, right? So yes, there is slight difference, let's say 20 to 30% of the difference, but yes, the basics will remain same. Okay, for when you use any business intelligence tools. So as you mentioned that they are moving or migrating from Tableau reports to Power BI. Power BI comes with a brand name called, Microsoft. Microsoft is a huge brand, and whenever Microsoft comes with something, it is very, very huge. And Power BI nowadays is growing a lot. All the organization are moving from the other tools to Power BI, because there are two things. First is the cost effectiveness, and secondly, it is very, very easy even for the developers as well as for the end users to work with. So that is what stand out Power BI from any other tool, I can say.
All right. Because the thing with Tableau is it is most of our reports are in Tableau and it's very fast than Power BI. So it just a more time effective. But as you said, it's migrating and it's going to be more popular. So I believe Power BI will be the next big thing. Thank you.
I thank you. I agree that Tableau is little fast, but hello. Hello. I request everyone, please go on mute. Okay, so in terms of yes performance, Power BI is also grasping, and every month I can say there are a lot of new features, and the performance is the Microsoft team is keep on enhancing. So I guess that Power BI will beat Tableau in the performance as well in near future. That is what I'm expecting. Okay, any other queries from anyone?
Hi, my name is Einstein. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, hi Einstein.
Yeah. Hi. So, okay, my question is, so how much like we should be expertise on the backend side? So regarding this MS SQL or like the database, should be how much we should be expertised on when just managing this Power BI, all this business intelligence tools?
Okay, it's a good question, I must say, and thanks for that. So yes, all that expertise from data modeling, data warehousing, and SQL will help you if you going to learn in any BI tool. So yes, as I mentioned that these are in memory tool and that holds data within it. So which requires you to or business intelligence developer to come up with the ETL part, how to transform them and come up with a data model which business intelligence tool will hold. Okay, and that requires coming up with the relation between the tables and manage the data from different tables. So if you have all that information or all that knowledge prior to learn this, it will help you a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Anyone with more questions?
Yeah, Priyank. Priyank, there is a question from Yasir. He's asking, Power BI
Yes,
can be learned by anyone without any background of IT?
yes. So Power BI, yes, anyone can learn, and that's the standout point in our program, that we are focusing more on the basics. So even if the participant doesn't have any IT or data warehousing or database background, he or she can also be very much easily grasp that, because our program offers each and every aspect of the detailing which a business intelligence developer is required. So we will be teaching or explaining all the uh, nitty-gritties of the data modeling, the ETL part, and the Power BI tool side of it, how how they need to use it, or what are the best practices related to the performance or the data visualization or data elements as well, part of it. So yes, anyone can learn, and anyone can easily grasp that skill.
Hi, I have a question. The company where presently I'm working is they don't use Power BI. So if I want to get a training on Power BI and like how the working of that tool, then is it free? Like, can we install it in our system and then practice working on it?
Okay, yes, absolutely. So Power BI desktop version, anyone can install, and anyone can download from Power BI website. It is available for 90 days of free as a trial version. And apart from that, just to complete the whole cycle, even the user can publish it on the Microsoft Cloud, uh, which is the end part. So let's say if I'm using a licensed version, not only anyone who is using a trial version can also publish their dashboards and report which they are working, and complete the cycle, and then they can view and manage their dashboard as well, like how the actual business intelligence developer can do or will do in their organization, right? So that is what Microsoft is offering us all. which is a very, very important aspect of it, which gives us all the 360-degree aspect of business intelligence development skill.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Anyone with a question?
Yes, sir, I have
Yeah,
a
you all
question.
can even. Okay, please go on. Sorry.
Please go on.
Yeah, I'm pursuing business analytics certification program. So how does it related to the business intelligence? Will it work for me?
Can you repeat your questions once again?
I'm pursuing business analytics certification program.
Okay.
So does it related to business intelligence? Means
So business, okay. So business analyst. So the major, requirement of a business analyst skill, profile is to come up with the right set of questions when you are working with the data, because the major skill which is required for business analysts is to work with the data. So that is what you need. You need to understand the data. You need to come up with the right set of questions from based on your data, and that will help you get the insights what is lacking. So with that, business intelligence tool will help you, because in general, in organization level, there are millions and billions of rows we need to read, and it is very, very hard to read that data and come up with the insights. So this is where the business intelligence tools will help you. It will the moment you push all the data, billions of rows, and it will give you a small chart which tells you how the data, or all the trends and the patterns of the data. So that is how you can easily identify if there is any gap. You can see, and if there is any gap, you can come up with the right set of question. Okay, why is this gap? Why is the then you again further dig in and come up with the insights. Okay, the root causes you identify. So all sort of things will be very much helpful if you are using any business intelligence tool. Okay, so that's how you can relate. It's very, very related to each other, because that is the main skill a business analyst should have.
I'm pursuing business analytics.
I
I
agree.
think analysts are different from analytics. I don't know.
So when you are pursuing business analytics, so the moment you go for a job, so either you get a data analyst job, or business analyst job, or let's say all sort of things. So the expectation from you would be to read and come up with the read the data and come up with the insights. So that's how I gave you the answer in that aspect.
Okay, sir.
I hope that clarifies.
Yeah, basically we should work with the data, right? For
Correct,
that,
correct. Absolutely.
Thank
Welcome.
thank
Okay, so there is a query from Pragati. What is the duration of the course and its costing, and how do we register for it? Are we going to be certified with the certificate once completed? Okay, so the duration of the course will be somewhere around a month. So the classes will be on weekends, so that anyone can have it. And costing part, you can go to the Techcanvass website, and there you can find all the details. Even if the topics you wanted to cross check, so the topics are available also available in the website. You can go and check out from there. And
Yeah, Pragati,
once
if you
you
can just
complete, yeah, please go
yeah,
on,
sorry.
Bridget, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, Pragati, if you can just share your email ID, so we can share you all the details on your email address. Yeah, sorry, Priyank. You can
Sure,
go ahead.
British, I do that. Sure, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
thanks, Pragati.
Okay, and once you complete this program, you will be certified with a certificate from Techcanvass. Anyone with more questions?
Yeah, you all can send your questions in the chat box also. Priyanka, I guess we are good now. So there are no
Okay.
more questions. One moment, just a question, I guess. All right. Yeah, I guess we are done now. So I'll be sharing the contact details in the chat box. So for any other information or any other query, you can always reach out to us on those contacts. All right. So Priyank, thank you. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bridget, sir. Thank you, everyone.
This conference is no longer being recorded.